Have you ever experienced a moment where, in an instant, everything around you feels slightly altered, as if the world shifted without your awareness? What if these changes are more than just random coincidences or flaws in perception, but instead indicate that you're continuously moving between different realities without realizing it? The concept of parallel realities isn't just confined to science fiction. It's a subject explored within the vast field of quantum physics, suggesting the potential for infinite versions of reality to exist simultaneously. But how does this impact your life? Perhaps more directly than many might think. Every choice, thought, and emotion can cause an almost imperceptible shift, leading you to a new version of yourself and the world surrounding you. These transitions are often subtle and barely noticeable, yet occasionally they can be so significant that they challenge your entire understanding of reality. Recognizing the nature of parallel realities means acknowledging that the present isn't fixed, but rather fluid and adaptable. The version of yourself that exists right now might not be the same as it was just a minute ago. It's within this constant flux that the power of transformation resides. A change in your perception can completely alter the course of your life, aligning you with a more elevated version of yourself. So, how do these realities manifest in everyday life? And more importantly, how can you tell if you've already transitioned into a new reality? Today, you'll uncover signs indicating you've shifted into a parallel reality. Perhaps you've already moved into another one without even realizing it. The deeper you delve into this subject, the more you'll start to see that the very essence of your life may be shaped by these invisible changes, continuously steering you toward your true potential. If everything around you can change so subtly that it's barely noticeable, what is truly happening with your reality? While the idea of parallel realities might seem complex, at its core it implies that life isn't linear. Instead, we are constantly navigating through different versions of reality shaped by our choices, thoughts, and emotions. Envision your life as an expansive ocean of possibilities, where each wave represents a new version of your reality. As decisions are made, these waves rearrange themselves, creating a new path, one that could closely resemble the previous or be entirely different. The essence of this transition lies in the state of our consciousness, and often we only recognize the change after it has occurred. Quantum physics provides a compelling analogy to grasp how these transitions take place. It essentially illustrates that the universe is composed of probabilities. Every event and decision generates a range of probabilities that may or may not become part of the reality you currently experience. Simply put, what you perceive as your present is merely one possibility among an infinite array of potential realities. For instance, when you wake up and decide to alter a habit, you might be setting the stage for a shift between realities. However, this transition doesn't happen abruptly. It's subtle, akin to transitioning from one scene to another in a film. This is where the idea of continuity plays a role. Much like a film reel consists of individual frames that create the illusion of seamless motion when projected rapidly, your life also appears as a linear sequence of events. In truth, every moment involves moving through different frames of reality. The mind maintains this illusion of continuity by linking these fragmented moments into a coherent narrative. these ongoing transitions are natural and often occur without your awareness. For example, when you notice minor changes in your surroundings, something slightly out of place or an object not quite where you left it, you might have actually shifted into a new reality. These seemingly trivial changes could be subtle indicators that you're navigating between parallel realities. And while they may seem minor, their impact on your life can be significant. Grasping this concept is crucial for understanding how much you can truly influence your own experience. You are not just a passive observer of reality. Rather, you are an active creator, continually shaping the various realities around you. Every decision you make, no matter how small it seems, has the potential to guide you into a new trajectory of reality. This understanding raises an essential question. If we are constantly transitioning between these realities, how can we harness this power for personal growth? How can we align with the version of ourselves that we genuinely aspire to become? Embarking on the journey of self-discovery involves recognizing transitional moments as an initial step towards deliberately altering your reality. By focusing on the finer details of your life, you might start to observe that occasionally, something feels out of place. You might be sure where you left your keys, only to find them elsewhere, or experience an inexplicable sensation that something in your surroundings has shifted, even though everything appears unchanged at first glance. These minor tweaks in reality could be subtle indicators of transitioning between different versions of the world around you. Such shifts, however slight, hold a deeper significance when considering parallel realities. What appears to be a mere discrepancy or a sense of discontinuity might actually signal a shift into another reality line. At that moment, you're no longer precisely where you were before. Consider your life as a collection of pathways, each leading to distinct outcomes. Every decision, choice, and emotion you experience maps out these paths. However, some deviations are so minute they go unnoticed, akin to making small directional adjustments without realizing it. Yet even these micro changes can redirect you onto an entirely new trajectory. These movements might manifest as déjà vu, a feeling that you've lived through this moment before, but with slight variations, as if you're experiencing a slightly altered version of the present. Sometimes these shifts are so subtle they only become evident over time through a series of small changes in your daily routine. Beyond misplaced objects, there are instances when you may sense a change in your own energy. You might wake up one day with an unexplainable clarity or renewed purpose, as if something within you has suddenly aligned. These are indications that internal changes have occurred, and your external reality is beginning to mirror those changes. Recognizing these transitions is the first step in understanding how profoundly you influence your reality. It's not just about noticing keys in unexpected places. It's about realizing that these small adjustments can signify a much larger transformation underway. These subtle shifts are constantly occurring, and the more you become aware of them, the better you can use this awareness to consciously shape your future. By aligning with these changes and recognizing them as signs of transition, you can begin to make more intentional choices. Rather than merely reacting to your surroundings, you become a co-creator of your reality. This mindfulness of detail strengthens your connection to the version of yourself you aspire to be, turning personal development into something tangible and immediate. However, noticing these small transitions requires more than just attention. It demands being present and conscious in the moment. We often get so caught up in our daily routines that we overlook the subtle changes around us. When you start questioning what feels different or why something seems out of place, you're opening a new door of perception that leads to a deeper understanding of how your reality is continuously evolving, shaped by your choices and intentions. As you become more attuned to these signs, you increasingly align with the parallel version of yourself. Each minor shift in reality offers a chance for reflection. So when you notice such changes, consider how they reflect who you're becoming. It's within this state of awareness that the true power of transformation begins to unfold. Sometimes, you may recall an event from the past with complete clarity, only to later realize it didn't happen exactly as remembered. This phenomenon, where memories appeared to change or adjust unexpectedly, might indicate a transition between parallel realities. As we shift into a new reality, our memories may subtly alter, crafting a new narrative of the past that feels familiar yet isn't identical to what it once was. Memory isn't an exact recording, it's highly flexible. The brain's adaptive nature reconstructs memories each time we access them, meaning every recall potentially alters small details. What once seemed clear and unchangeable can suddenly appear vague or different. Neuroscience refers to this as brain plasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and change by reorganizing neural connections based on new experiences and information. This ability to reconstruct isn't merely a unique trait of the human mind. It's also a means of adapting to the new realities we encounter. When we delve into the idea of parallel realities, this concept gains an entirely new dimension. If each shift in reality subtly alters your life path, it stands to reason that your memories would also experience modifications. An event that seemed clear before May might possess different details in a new reality. And intriguingly, these changes don't occur suddenly. They are so gradual that initially, you might not even realize something has changed until you revisit that memory with fresh eyes. This phenomenon is often linked to the notion of false memory, where you're convinced something happened a certain way, only to find discrepancies upon checking. A well-known example is the Mandela Effect, where large groups of people recall an event or fact differently from documented reality. These conflicting memories can be unsettling as they challenge our sense of continuity and stability. However, this isn't just a psychological oddity. It highlights how adaptable our perception is. Brain plasticity demonstrates that our minds are continually restructuring and reorganizing memories based on our evolving understanding of reality. This doesn't imply our memories are false or invalid. Rather, they are dynamic interpretations shaped by both personal experiences and the current context. These subtle shifts might indicate you're accessing a memory from a new reality, where aspects of the past have been reinterpreted or reorganized to fit your present self. The more you notice these moments, the clearer it becomes how fluid our perception of the past can be. This transformation occurs not just externally, but internally as well, influencing how you connect with your own memories. The pressing question is, to what extent is the past you remember fixed? If each new version of reality brings fresh interpretations of past events, what truly constitutes the past? By acknowledging how pliable our memories are, we recognize that we're not bound by what we think has happened. Just as the present is adaptable, so too can the past be viewed from a new perspective. This understanding empowers us. When we grasp this concept, we can begin to loosen the grip that the past has on us. Painful, regretful, or frustrating stories can be seen in a new light. You have the power to release yourself from old narratives that hinder your progress. Understanding that your memory of the past might just be one of many possible interpretations. As reality evolves, you can decide which version of the past you wish to embrace going forward. Furthermore, scientific research indicates that accessing memories activates certain neural pathways. As our consciousness grows and transforms, these pathways are also altered. Each time we revisit a memory, it is reshaped according to our present state of mind, making our perception of the past a reflection of who we are now, rather than solely who we were when the event originally occurred. Recognizing that the past can change as your reality shifts is incredibly freeing. It enables you to view your personal history as fluid, less as something that defines you, and more as a collection of experiences open to reinterpretation. As you change and evolve, so do your memories, adapting to fit your new reality. Occasionally, reality seems to abruptly break down, as if something no longer aligns with the expected sequence of events. These moments when the usual flow appears to shift inexplicably can indicate a transition into a parallel reality. Instances where it feels like a significant event was narrowly avoided often leave us puzzled, as though the sequence of events was skipped or adjusted. These too may signal a shift into an alternate reality. On a deeper level, this might indeed be what has occurred. Such breaks in continuity are not mere coincidences or lapses in perception. They could signify that on a quantum level, you've transitioned into a new version of reality, perhaps one where disaster was avoided. This implies that when faced with potentially significant events, your consciousness swiftly moved to a reality where the outcome differed from what initially seemed unavoidable. These transitions can happen so abruptly that your mind seeks justification for what transpired. You might wonder how you escaped a situation so quickly or why everything feels surreal. When encountering these events, our logical mind may attempt to find explanations, but often there is no rational answer that completely resolves our doubts. The sensation that something feels off might suggest you've suddenly transitioned between realities, landing in a scenario where a tragic or dramatic outcome was avoided. Such discontinuities often occur during high-risk situations, like near accidents or emotional crises, where the event's intensity seems to disrupt the normal flow of time. There are accounts of individuals who, during near-death experiences, felt time slow down or stop momentarily, only for everything to snap back to normal as if nothing dangerous had transpired. These instances might reflect quantum shifts to another reality line. This idea is closely tied to the belief that each parallel reality offers different potential outcomes. In one version, an accident might happen, while in another, you emerge unscathed. During intense emotional or physical events, your consciousness may become more receptive, facilitating the shift between realities. What initially appears inexplicable could actually be a transition to a more favorable life scenario. These continuity breaks can also remind us that reality isn't as fixed as it seems. The perceived rigidity of daily life might be an illusion. Such events challenge us to rethink our beliefs about reality and its malleability, revealing new possibilities. If you can switch to a reality where a tragedy was avoided, consider what else you might influence in your life. Thus, these puzzling discontinuities should be viewed as opportunities for awakening. They encourage us to pause and reconsider our world and our role in shaping it. Instead of fearing or dismissing these experiences, we can embrace them as gateways to new possibilities and paths of existence always available to us. Now that you recognize the subtle signs of transitioning between realities, such as small changes in daily life, shifts in past perceptions, and continuity breaks, an important question arises. What will you do with this insight? When consciously acknowledged, these signs empower you to take charge of your experience. Understanding that reality is ever-changing and that time and events are not set in stone allows you to view life as a realm of limitless possibilities. This perspective changes how you engage with the world, turning you from a passive observer into an active architect of your destiny. To craft the reality you wish to experience, it's crucial to stay connected with the present moment. The present is the only tangible reality and serves as the power point from which all future possibilities emerge. By connecting with the now, you align yourself with the capability to transform what lies ahead. Focusing on your current emotions, thoughts, and actions enables you to channel the energy of your consciousness toward manifesting the reality you desire. One effective method for taking control of your reality is through visualization. By picturing your ideal self, you begin creating a mental roadmap that influences your actions and behaviors. Visualization goes beyond positive thinking. It's a potent tool for creation. When you visualize, your brain starts forming new neural pathways that embody this image of yourself, making this ideal version more attainable and real. The key is to visualize in a detailed and emotionally engaging manner, allowing yourself to feel as though you're already living that desired reality. Alongside visualization, adopting consistent daily habits that reflect this new version of yourself is essential. Small actions practiced intentionally have a cumulative effect. For instance, if you aim to align with a healthier lifestyle, start by making small changes, like adopting healthy eating habits or establishing a regular exercise routine. These seemingly simple habits begin to alter your perception and eventually reshape your reality. Over time, these actions become an integral part of who you are, and the new reality you're seeking begins to manifest tangibly. Additionally, paying attention to your emotional state is crucial when consciously choosing your reality. Emotions serve as powerful indicators of whether you're aligned or misaligned with the reality you want. When emotionally in sync with your desired reality, you'll find that the path towards it unfolds more seamlessly. Embracing the idea that we are always transitioning between different realities can be seen as a natural aspect of personal growth. Life is fundamentally a continuous cycle of change. The person you were a year ago is different from who you are now, and the future version of yourself will be influenced by the decisions you make today. Every transition, no matter how minor, leads to a new reality. Being aware of these changes allows you to steer them in line with your goals and aspirations. Recognizing that these transitions are natural can bring a sense of peace. Instead of resisting change or feeling adrift during moments of disruption, you can learn to accept them as part of the evolution process. Life isn't a straight, unchanging path. It's a constant flow where each change offers an opportunity to recalibrate and realign with the reality that best reflects your true self. The power to shape your reality isn't about controlling every detail, but about realizing that in every moment, your thoughts, emotions, and actions are crafting the world around you. This understanding is freeing because when you realize that reality responds to you rather than happening to you, you release yourself from feeling powerless. Remember, the power lies within you. Each day and every decision brings you closer to your ideal self. And as this happens, you'll notice the world around you adapting to mirror this new reality. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe to our channel. Share it with others who might benefit from this message, and leave a comment below with your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and being here with me. Take care and see you soon.